Are you tired of having the life you have, but you don't believe in the typical self-help talk? Then stick around. American coach Jen Sincero, New York Times best-selling author, presents an original and entertaining guide, packed with tips, inspiring stories, and exercises. They'll help you identify the behaviors that are sabotaging your future, create a life you love, and make big money. Are you ready? Let's get started. You're a badass. By this, the author intends to refer to someone exceptional, intelligent, genuine, owner of great abilities, and worthy of admiration. The author's lessons in this book will allow you to understand the reasons behind the way you are, to recognize and accept what you can and cannot change, and how you can come to love yourself and use your inner strength. You might call all this self-help and diminish its value, but we assure you, this is not a conventional book. Simply put, the idea is that you can be who you really are. Think about it. If your human essence consists of you working in an exhausting and uninspiring job, a never-ending grind with little prospect for growth, did you come into this world to live below your potential, imposing mental limits on yourself and having superficial social interactions in an average life? We hope the answer to these questions is no. If you can identify with some of the ideas I just discussed, then you are not being who you are. Your life does not reflect your true potential. Don't think this path is easy. It takes effort. Perhaps the most effort you have ever made in your life. You may even have to do things that you may not feel so comfortable with. Maybe that's why there are not so many people who live up to their potential. The first step is to know what you want. Take it easy. It's normal that you don't have it so clear what it is exactly that you want. You need to experience it first. When you get to a place where you feel alive and believe you can be yourself, consider staying there. You must have the courage, or rather, the necessary balls to be happy, to be brilliant at your job, to form a loving bond that allows you to grow and make the most of every moment of your brief existence. You have to stop simply saying you want to change your life, and you must dedicate yourself to doing it. Give it all. Do whatever it takes to fulfill your only goal, to be yourself. Another fundamental thing, keep an open mind about what we're going to talk about. If you think this is asking too much, consider the other option, to continue as you are, and watch life go by in front of your eyes, without you starting to live it in a way that makes sense to you. How did you get here? It is likely that your parents, with the help of society, your teachers, close friends, etc., have passed on some beliefs to you. In fact, your entire childhood is based on beliefs, and many of them are false. The world is a dangerous place. For example, you are too fat, too skinny, too tall, or too short. Going to college is important, and being a doctor or a lawyer is a real profession. The important thing to know is that whatever condition you find yourself in today, wherever you want to change, it's not entirely your fault. Don't be so hard on yourself. Many times you will not be able to understand why you have the attitudes you have, and why you do what you do. The answer lies in your subconscious, in the beliefs that were implanted in it during the first years of your life. When we grow up and our conscious mind develops, we are still controlled by our subconscious, and those damn beliefs. Many times the positions of each mind, the conscious and the subconscious, will clash, and there will appear frustration, confusing conflicts, and self-sabotage. The first step to get rid of those beliefs is to first know that they are there. When you suspect that your thoughts are not entirely yours, try to observe them from the outside as an independent observer of you with an objective look. In this way, you can begin to break down the beliefs of your subconscious, after realizing why it does what you do. How to guide your beliefs? The author highlights the value that God had in her life change, although she also used to be skeptical. But by God she means the universe, the source of energy. Remember the previous request to keep an open mind? This is the time. Call it what you will. But it's about an entity that guides our existence, and is greater than all of us. It is there even if you don't want to see it. The author also cites the law of energy. It says that all energy vibrating in the universe vibrates at a certain frequency, while you vibrate at your own frequency. Each of us also vibrates at that same frequency. Each vibration attracts a similar vibration. That is, you must focus on what makes you feel good, even when circumstances are not in your favor. And you will attract more of the same. With care, of course, because it also works the other way around. It is also important to live in the present. Focusing on the past, it will lead you to depression. Stay in the present and your life will be more enriching. On this path you will find a fierce opponent. Your ego, that is, your worst version. The one that is based on fear and operates according to your false and limiting beliefs. The author calls it the Big Snooze. It needs validation from others. It feels like a permanent victim and will do everything it can to stop your growth, because you will be trying to shatter the identity that you and everyone else knows you by. The good thing is that only you can create your reality and modify your identity as you please. Look for the best version of you, the real you. It finds its validation within you. Let it guide your decisions, and you will be alive to see yourself grow. How to accept your badassness? Self-love occupies an important place in any growth process. When you are happy, you love yourself and everything that happens in the world cannot affect you. To cultivate appreciation for yourself, you must value your abilities and virtues, but also your flaws. You are the only one. You who inhabit this world, make it worthwhile. Look at your life and identify the parts where you disappoint yourself. Then do your best to change them. Don't attack yourself with cruel jokes. Be grateful for the praise you receive. Recognize and eliminate toxic patterns and behaviors that you have been reproducing for years. Take care of your body because the better you feel, the happier and more productive you can be. Avoid comparing yourself with others. Everyone has their own rhythm. And forgive your past mistakes. Many of us already suffer because of what others will say. The author highlights some points to avoid being guided by and self-censoring yourself based on the opinions of others. First of all, you must be clear about why you say and do what you do. Reflect on it for an instant, and you will act with much more confidence when you receive criticism. You will know how to defend yourself wisely. You should also put your best effort into everything you do so you can feel proud, whatever the outcome. Trusting your intuition and learning from a mentor are also good ideas. It is clearly important because it is a difficult path. If you don't know what you want, author Jen suggests you to be specific in what you are looking for. It also introduces a brief exercise. Imagine for a moment that you are an alien taking possession of your body like a small child. Everything around you is new. How would you take advantage of this new existence to create something wonderful? This practice will allow you to have a new perspective, far from the excuses you always impose on yourself. How to connect with Mother Nature? Among the practices that Sincero recommends, meditation is one of the most valued, regardless of your experience on the subject. You can start developing the habit with the following steps. It's very simple. Sit in a comfortable, cross-legged position on the floor. Relax your body. Close your eyes and concentrate on your breathing. Notice how it enters and leaves your body. Thoughts will come into your mind, but try to let them go calmly. Put them aside. When you feel yourself drifting off, refocus on your breathing. At first, you can use cell phone apps with guided meditations or set an alarm so you don't think about how much time you have left to finish. Meditation has the power to keep you in the present, which is the goal. Relax, relieve your stress, strengthen your intuition, your ability to concentrate, and it will be easier to love yourself. It is important that you redirect your way of thinking. Act as if you already have what you want, and it will come to you. Our mistake is to wait for evidence to appear in order to believe, when it should be the other way around. Of course, you can make changes to improve your environment to favor this situation. For example, regarding your own house. Keep it clean. Paint the walls. Buy new furniture or fix the ones you already have. You will see that you can start attracting good things from your environment. And how to overcome the fear of doing the things we want and need. Many times, fear dominates us. The funny thing is that most of the time, that fear has no real basis. If we are talking about a job that seems too challenging for us, it may not be the lack of experience that holds us back, but a lack of determination. To try to combat this exhausting attitude, consider the following questions. You know more than you think you do. You are usually attracted to the things you are naturally good at. There is no better teacher than necessity, and passion always overcomes fear. If you really want to change your life, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. How to be a badass? The key is once you make the decision, to take action. The only failure is in giving up. Everything else is just simple information gathering and experience. When you start acting for what you really want, you will push yourself to the point of getting really good at it. You will stop wasting time, and the faith that you can make it will overcome fear. It doesn't matter if you want to be a millionaire, famous, or start a family and travel the world, lose weight, learn a language, be a musician, a comedian. The point is, you must dedicate yourself with all your energy. Knowing what you want is a blessing that few get to experience. After watching this video, put your learning into practice, and in time you will see that it is possible to live the life you dream of. And that's all for today. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video with someone you think it might help. See you next week, and remember, smart work is the key to success.